Last week I showed you what I thought of my first impression of Vaesen, the Nordic horror role-playing game. Now, as I thought they were going to do, Free League has expanded Vaesen with Vaesen Seasons of Mystery, a collection of 4 adventures, one for each season of the year, that expands and brings you closer to the Vaesen role-playing game. I haven't read them yet, so I'm just going to take a quick look and see what this book is actually inside. Is this going to be worth the amount of money that you have to spend to get your hands on it? Let's find out. Welcome to the GMS Magazine RPG unbooking videos. Vaesen takes place in Uppsala. It is a town that's described, but it is in the middle of, well, the north, up there, you know, all the way up there. Because the game also describes a little bit of Denmark and Sweden and Finland. You know, there's a mention of Stockholm and Helsinki and Copenhagen. Now, Seasons of Mystery takes us even further. Let's take a look at the book and see what it's like. The cover is it's an illustration that we have already seen in Vaesen, in the core rulebook. Quite frankly, usually I would frown upon that, reusing the content so blatantly, but quite frankly, this is such a beautiful illustration that I forgive it because it deserves all the exposure it can get. It's just glorious. The back of the book is pretty much identical, but with a different color, to the back of the book of Vaesen. Look, so you can see. Ta-da! And what? Magic! Pretty much the same. Which is great because follows the same philosophy. A little bit of a flavor introduction and then a description of what you're going to find inside. And we can easily say and tell that we have a Dance of Death, Fireheart, the Devil on the Moor, and a Winter's Tale. And we already see, which I think is an absolutely fantastic thing, that they expand on Uppsala and take us further away from that town, which is good because this set of adventures is going to serve twofold. A, give us the adventures, of course, but also go deeper into the lore and invite us to go out there and explore the horror north, because why not? What's inside though? Absolutely same, beautiful. Oh, this is different though. I didn't notice this. This is slightly different. To save some space, these kind of text boxes, they go up now, rather than be completely contained within the book, within the page. Interesting. It's not bad at all. It's just that it has surprised me, which is, I like being surprised. So, see, I was expecting them, all of them, to be like this. And I can imagine that the reason they've done this is so they didn't have to bleed the text, you know, if they had to bring it further down, then they would probably have to bleed at least that paragraph, perhaps those 2 paragraphs to the other page, which would probably mess up the layout throughout the adventure. So it's not a bad resource. A very obvious one, but not a bad one. So no complaints from me. Nice cartography, again, very simple. Good that they have 2 lines in here, no orphan or widow lines, which is something that really irks me an awful lot. Very good. I'm going fairly fast because these being adventures, we don't want spoilers. I like the consistency of the artwork again, which is good. We don't have as many illustrations in here as we had in the core rulebook, but that is fine. Again, very nice that they have this string bookmark. That is very much appreciated. So this time they have decided, yeah, I can see a few decisions that they have taken to a safe space that I'm a bit surprised about. Like, for instance, to put this map here, they had to bring it very close to the edge, which is a dangerous thing because of the cut when the print is, but also it needed to bring furthering the bullet points, which is a bit irking to the eye. That is a pity they had to do that. Again, I understand the considerations that they had to do. They had the reasons why, because otherwise this in space it will have to take another page, and that means another 4 pages of printing. So I get, you know, paper economics for this sort of thing. But because this is an adventure book, it can be allowed. I keep loving these illustrations. I think they're just so fantastic. They're not overly long adventures either. You know, we get 100 odd pages here or there, and 4 adventures. And then there are a number of handouts, which of course you could be a heartless kind of person and just cut out. But please don't tell me if you do. I don't want to know if you do that to a book. Sorry, not sorry. But they come with plenty of them, which hopefully a PDF or a scan would allow you to use unrestrictedly, which would be very cool. I'm not entirely sure how much this book goes for, but if you're a Vaesen fan, and why wouldn't you be, this two-purpose, expanding the lore, expanding the geography where you can go with Vaesen, 4 adventures, fairly quick to prepare and read, I think I am up for it. Yeah, a few layout decisions I wish they didn't have to take, but I understand why they have done it. Maybe something to think about for the future. But overall, as I believe, first supplement for Vaesen, they are going very, very much in the right direction. So, yeah, commitment. After Blade Runner, Vaesen. After Vaesen, Vaesen Adventures. This is going to be a summer of Nordic horror for me. Bring it on. Thank you for being there. Let me know what you think about Vaesen, all these adventures if you have already played it, no spoilers. And in the meantime, and until then, I will talk to you very, very soon. Take care.